Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to solve our geography chapter number 3's exercise. Okay, so student, I hope you all understand the explanation of this chapter, and if you have any doubt, any query, so you can ask me. So let's start the solution of this exercise. So student, here we have first question: choose the correct answer and fill in the blanks. And first question is, it is not one of the major lithospheric plate. And options are Pacific plate, Mediterranean plate, African plate, and North American plate. So its right option will be option number B. Next we have an example of a volcano is Mount Fuji, Mount Everest, Mount K2, or Mount Nanda Devi. So its answer will be option number A, Mount Fuji. Next one we have the magnitude of a very destructive earthquake is, and our options are 4 to 5, B 6 to 7, C 7 or above, D below 3, and its right option will be option number C 7 or above. Next fourth question we have, which of the following feature is not formed by a river in the mountain, and the options are George, B canyon, C meander, D waterfall, and its right option will be option number C. Next question number 5 we have, extensive blues deposit are found in our options are North India, A, B South India, C North China, D South China, and its right option will be C North China. Okay, so student, let's recall or let's repeat it. Okay, so our first question's answer will be option number B. Our second question's answer will be option number A. Our third question answer will be option number C. Our fourth question answer will be option number C, and our fifth question answer will be option number C. So these are your option. Okay, so you should write these in your notebook. All right, let's take a new question, and here we have state whether true or false. Okay, so basically we are going to doing true and false, and our first question is is dormant volcano is one which has no record of eruption, and it will be true. Okay, so first one B will be true. First will be true. Okay, I'm sorry, this one will be false. Okay, next, second, the funnel shaped depression at the top of a volcano is called a vent, and this will be also false. Okay, first false and second is also false. Third one is, most active volcanoes of the world are located in the Atlantic ring of fire, and this is also false. Okay, fourth one, rivers are the most important agent of gradation, and this fourth statement will be true. And fifth one, a gorge is also called a T-shaped valley, and this fifth statement will be false again. Okay, so our first statement is false, second statement is false, third is false, fourth one is true, and fifth one is false. Okay, now let's move to fill in the blanks, and here in this filling the blanks we have question number C. In first question we have, the earth's crust is divided into dash major lithospheric plates, and its answer will be, the earth's crust is divided into 7 major. Okay, first will be 7, class 7. Now second, Mauna Loa is an example of an dash volcano and it will be active. Okay, active. Third one, third is the labeling of the earth surface by natural process is called gradation. Okay, gradation. Gradation, gradation. Fourth one is a triangular shaped area of alluvial deposits near the mouth of the river is called a, and fourth one is delta. Okay, this is delta. Now we have dash is an almost vertical wall of rock formed by wave erosion, and answer will be this one will be 6, and its answer will be C clip. Okay, C 6, C clip. Okay, so this is the answer of all question. Now we are moving to D part. Okay, and in D part we have first question, which is name the 7 major lithospheric plates, and its answer will be, student, this answer is also given on your books page number 108. And the 7 major lithospheric plates are the African plates, the Indo-Australian plate, the Eurasian plate, the Pacific plate, the North American plate, the South American plate, the Antarctic plate. Okay, now we have question number 2, which is what are the 3 types of plate movement. So student, the answer of this question will be the 3 types of lithospheric plate movement are as follows. Divergent plate movement, it occurs when two plates move away from each other. Convergent plate movement, it occurs when due to the force of compression two plates move toward each other and they collide. Third one is transform plate movement, it occurs when two plates slide past each other. And the next question will be where are most of the active volcanoes of the world located. So most of the active volcanoes are located in the Pacific Ring of Fire. This is a circular belt around the Pacific Ocean. The Ring of Fire coincide with the edge of the Pacific plate. Next one is which instrument record the tremors of an earthquake. So seismograph is the instrument that record the tremors of an earthquake. This instrument is this instrument also help seismographists to map the interior of the earth. Next question is what are two type of force that bring about gradation. Okay, and its answer will be the two force that bring about gradation are as follows. First one is internal force. These are the force that act from within the earth's surface. For example, we have volcanoes, earthquake. Second one is external forces. Such forces act over the earth's surface, for example wind and waves. Next question is next question is differentiate between zords and moraines. So its answer will be a zords is an eye-shaped, narrow and deep valley formed by a river when it erodes the rock vertically. Indus and Brahmaputra rivers from deep gorge when they cut across the Himalayan range, while moraines, the rock material deposit alongside the valley due to the melting of glacier, is known as moraine or glacier marine. Okay, it is composed of debris varying in size, ranging from fine silt to large stone or boulders. Okay, so student, here we complete our D part. Now we are moving to E part, and in E part we have first question: what do you understand by the term plate tectonic? Okay, what is the reason its occurrence for its occurrence? So tectonic plate of earth. Plate tectonic is the theory that earth's outer shell is divided into several plates that glide over the mantle, the rocky inner layer above the core. The plates act like a hard and rigid shell compared to earth's mantle. Next question we have: classify volcanoes on the basis of frequency of eruption. Give suitable examples. So there can be two type of volcanic eruption. First one is an explosive eruption occurred through a narrow vent of at one point. Cone shaped hills are formed when it erupted. Material accumulated around the vent. Mount Fujiyama in Japan is an example of a cone-shaped hill. Second one is a quiet eruption occurred through cracks in the earth's surface. The lava spread across a large area and formed lava sheets. This often lead to the formation of plain and plateaus. The Deccan Plateaus is an example of such a formation. And next question we have: distinguish between degradation and aggradation. Okay, so what is the degradation and what is aggradation? So the process of leveling on the earth surface of the surface of the earth is known as gradation. This result from a range of factors like waves, glacier and running water. These factors are cumulatively referred as agent of gradation, while degradation is the process of reduction in height of various landforms resulting from the action of several agents of gradation by breaking down the rocks into small fragment. Aggradation, on the other hand, is the increase in height of landform that result the deposition of rock fragment in low lying areas. So hence both these processes maintain balance of earth surface. Now next question will be: how is erosion different from weathering? So its answer will be: weathering is a process of decomposition of rocks resulting from the losing of rock particles, while when the disintegrated particles formed due to weathering start moving from one place to another, then it is known as erosion. Weathering, there are several agents of weathering like heat, cold, chemical factor and water. While agent responsible for erosion and deposition of particles from one place to another are glacier, sea waves, running water, wind, etc. Weathering, this process does not involve the movement of particles from one place to another. And the second stage of weathering is known as erosion, the movement of particles and their deposition. And weathering, no new landform is created as a result of weathering. And in erosion, new landform are created due to erosion, for example sand and dunes. Next question: how is a waterfall formed? So waterfall are an example of spectacular landforms formed by the rivers in mountains. They are formed into two ways. First one is when the slope of a river bed drops down. All of a sudden the water plunged down from the mountain in the form of magnificent waterfall. Flooding may also result into a break in the land surface, and hence the slope of the river bed drop and resulted into waterfall. Next question is: explain the formation of a sand dune, or how is a sand dune formed? So sand dunes are formed when a obstacle comes in the path of movement of sand carrying winds. The coarse sand particles get deposited in the form of a hillock or mound with its windward side as gentle, hard, leeward side as steep. Sand dunes vary in height, ranging from few meters to several hundred meters. Okay, so this is the answer of this question. Next question we have, describe a volcano explaining its various parts which with the help of a diagram, or write a short note on a volcano explaining its various part with the help of a diagram. So student, its answer will be the magma from the interior of the earth comes out to the surface throughout an opening known as volcano. On reaching the earth's surface, the magma is known as lava, which comes out through a passage known as vent. The top of the mountains through which the volcano erupts has a funnel shaped depression known as crater. There can be two types of volcanic eruption. An explosive eruption occurs through a narrow vent of one point. Cone-shaped hills are formed when the eruption material accumulated around the vent. Mount Fusiyama in Japan is the example of cone-shaped hill. The second one is a quiet eruption occurs through cracks of the earth's surface. The lava spread across the large area and form lava sheets. This often leads to the formation of plain and plateaus. The Deccan Plateaus is an example of such a formation, and here you can see the diagram of volcano. Okay, and this diagram is also given in your book, so you can take help from your book. Next is describe the landform formed by a river in the plain. So major landform formed by a river in plains are as follow. Meanders. When the river enters the plain, it loses its swiftness and the valley winds due to the continuous erosion of bank of the river. The rivers make several bends along its flow, and these bends and loops are termed as meanders. Second one is oxbow lakes. As a result of continuous flow of the river in the long run, the bends and the loops come closer with time the river cuts across the loop, spreading them from the mainstream. These circular loops that get separated from the mainstream are termed as oxbow lake. Third one is flood flood plains. During floods, rivers bring with them a huge amount of silt and alluvium that gets deposited along the bank of river, rising their height and forming fertile flood plain. Fourth one is natural leaves, long ridge with relatively lesser height formed as the bank of river and termed as natural leaves due to the coarse material deposited by the river. Fifth one will be sandbars. These are the landform formed inside the river at the mouth by deposition of large volume of sand, pebbles, alluvium and water. Sixth one is distributaries. Due to excessive load of water and silt at the mouth of river, the main stream get divided into several small channels of water known as distributaries. Seventh one is deltas. When soil get deposited between the distributaries in a triangular form, it is referred to as delta. Deltas are very fertile lands found at the mouth of the river. For example, we have the Ganga Brahmaputra delta is a very fertile delta found in West Bengal. Fifth one is how do sea waves modify the topology of coastal area, or how do sea waves modify the coastal region. So sea waves are an important agent of erosion along with currents, storm and tides, but this erosion is mainly confined to sea coast only and result into several coastal landforms. Some of them can be understood with following points. First one is sea caves. So due to the action of strong waves, the rock surface get disintegrated and develop cavities. With time and continuous action of these sea waves, some such cavities get enlarged and mold into cave-like structure referred to as sea cave. Second one is sea arch. When a single standing rock in the sea is faced with strong waves, its middle portion get eroded. This form a door passage or an arc-like structure known as sea arc. Third one is stakes. As a result of the continuous action of sea waves over a long period of time, the roof of the sea arc also get eroded, leaving behind only the pillars. Okay, and these pillars are known as stakes. Sea cliff. So when a sea wave strikes the surface of rock facing the sea for a long period, it eroded it roughness, making it very sharp and steep towards the side of the sea. These landforms are referred as the sea cliff. Beach. When the sea is calm, it deposited the silt, alluvium, sand, and gravel that is brought with itself along the seashore. This resulted into formation of the long beaches. And last one is lagoon, a particularly a partially enclosed lake formed when seawater is trapped between the seacoast and sandbar is known as a lagoon. Sandbar are the landform formed inside the river at the mouth of deposition of a large volume of sand, pebbles, alluvium, and water. So, student, here we complete our solution of chapter number 3. I hope you all understand it, and I also share this in PDF form, so it will be helpful for you to writing answer of these questions. So this is enough for today, student. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.